Where would I be without my baby? Baby. Really, I'm living my best life right now. I'm okay.
You are?
I'm happy.
Boy.
We're gonna have to put it just. I'm so silly. I can't do this. I don't need people to be seeing my tracks. Welcome to Vanessa's YouTube channel.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Vanessa here, and I'm back with another girl talk video. I'm here with my friend Averie.
Hey y'all.
Hey girl. Averie is my friend from 6th grade, right?
Yeah, like 6th, 7th, middle school.
Okay, yeah. So I'm a year younger than her, kinda.
No, she's like months younger than me.
Okay. She's like, I'm not old.
You gotta be quicker than that.
We've been friends ever since. Reconnected on Instagram, and we send each other memes all day.
All day.
All day. And we're going to be talking about boys. Boy talk.
But the girls are talking, the girls are talking.
What kind of guys do you like?
Any kind of guys, nice guys, cute, but it's weird. I feel like they have to have a certain something about them, and I can't place it. Like, I don't know what to say it is. A little bit of like some flavor. You just have it or you don't.
A super fine guy who is super tall, super fine. Everybody wanted him. He dressed really cute. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But those guys always turned out to be the bad guys. Whoever puts effort into me, like real solid effort, I think those are the guys that I'm kind of like into. I feel like I don't like who likes me.
Yeah.
And who likes me, I don't like them.
I definitely don't like who likes me. I swear, one more person asked me in Walmart, like, and it's just like, it's corny to me.
And they always look at you and try to talk to you when you're looking your absolute worst.
Yes, I'm like always a bum, and I'm just like, what do you want? I don't know. Nice guys are like, it's like almost like, why are you so nice? I don't know, but I don't want a mean guy. But it's just like,
is that weird that we're skeptical of guys?
Yeah, because it's
especially
like, why are you so nice? Like, what's up? What's the catch?
What's the catch? That's a question that I always ask. Like, hey, what's wrong with him? There's no way he could just be this nice.
Or especially if like they don't have kids and already like at this age, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. Well, because I know like if somebody's like successful and stuff, like everyone has their own. But then I start to wonder like,
why don't they?
Yeah, like, or like if they've never been married. I don't know why, like that's the thing though. Do people like start thinking like, I wonder like is something wrong?
I don't know.
Are they hiding something?
Wow, I never thought about it like that. I see the other side where I'll see a guy have a lot of kids and he's not like with any of the mothers. And he's just kind of still out here kind of dating.
I mean, I don't know. It's weird because like at this age, like we're almost going into 30. So not that I'm saying like a guy needs to have kids and married and all that, because I just feel like a lot of people already do. I'm not married. I've never been married. So maybe I did it backwards. Got the kids though.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right? See, and that's why I also think, because I'm not judging and saying like, oh, why doesn't he have a wife or kids? You know what I mean? Yeah, like everyone has their own. So I always tell people like, everything happens for you how it's supposed to happen. This is getting kind of deep. What's the next question?
What's your ideal date?
Do we do dates like that? I don't know. I feel like I'm losing touch, because it's either like y'all in a relationship or y'all just messing around, but it's not like that dating talk.
For a second, I used to think that people don't date. Dating, courting, taking somebody out the right way, the traditional way.
Right.
But I have a friend at work. She's like hella married. Like she's been married for a good 4 or 5 years, and her and her husband still date.
Yes.
And like they still date each other so much so that they like are excited, so they plan their life around certain things. Like she found tickets to go to Colorado.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
And they're like, he's like planning and working overtime, making sure that he has all his ducks in a row so that he can take her.
See, I've always heard that though too, like when people are married to like continue dating. So because if not, then you just lose that and you lose that excitement. But I think that happens like a lot in any relationship, that people wonder what went wrong, but you stop doing the things you did in the beginning.
It's fun when you're at work and you're like looking at, because I'm a teacher, so I be looking at all these kids and they just acting a fool, but I know I got a date later on tonight, you know. It kind of like helps me hurry up and get through my day, get home, get cute, so I can go, you know, for my day. It gives me something to kind of look forward to. So like now that I'm single, like you gotta take me on a date, and it doesn't have to be like like you sit across the table from me, we go to the movies, like
Yeah.
let's go play pool, you know what I mean?
Yeah, something more interactive, because I feel like, I know I read something before, and I be reading a lot of stuff, but it's just like certain experiences, like going to a movie theater isn't like one of those that sticks in your memory, because you're in the dark, you're watching this movie, and you're side by side, and you're not talking. I mean, you shouldn't be talking in the movies, but I do talk a lot. If you ever go with me, I'll be saying like, oh my god, what? Like, what is he doing? But that's not something where you have like that memorable experience. But I think like you too, just doing something fun,
Super fun,
and not necessarily like dinner and a movie.
you know, like, it doesn't have to get so serious. Sometimes it's required though, because like every girl deserves to like get dressed up really cute and be just, you know, wine and dined every now and then.
Yeah.
I think every woman like truly deserves that. But I recently went to a really nice park with a guy,
Okay.
and like we ate.
Oh wow.
And it was such a beautiful thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then the scenery, and then if there's
but I didn't have like any makeup.
Oh.
And I was just in my sneakers and like, you know.
So there's no pressure.
It wasn't any
but you
pressure.
just enjoy it.
And it was super
people
fun.
watch.
And I'll never ever forget that. Plus, I got some cute pictures out of it. So I thought that was really cute.
Anything that we're able to like interact and like really get to know each other, asking questions. If I'm laughing, that's all that needs to happen.
If I'm not laughing, it's not fun.
Right. But I laugh easily, so it's not hard, y'all.
What's the #1 quality you want in a guy?
There's a lot, guys. This is the main one, like Vanessa said. Mine is humor. I need somebody who can like laugh with me. I want to be laughing and smiling and my jaw hurting all the time. Like, I don't want to be with somebody who takes life too serious. I've been with somebody like that, and it's so draining, like on me personally, because I'm not a serious person like that. I'm like laid back, go with the flow, but I like to have fun. I like to laugh, and I'm silly. I'm still like a child. So anybody who is serious, it like kills my mood. It like makes me a whole different person. I don't want to be around somebody who's like that all the time. They ain't for me. So if you're serious, stay away.
Laughter and humor takes the edge off. Like,
yeah.
because I'm so like self-conscious, and I be so worried, and I'm so clumsy, and I'm so like in my head. Humor just allows you to kind of like be yourself. You know what I mean? And you realize I'm pretty funny.
Did you said you shared a meme or something, and it was like, yeah, they'll crack a joke like in a serious situation or something. But I actually learned that if something's ever like super serious, or maybe like it feels almost inappropriate to like crack a joke or be laughing, it's because it's a person's way of like, they're nervous. They don't know how to process that emotion. All they can do is like laugh.
That's hilarious.
And I was like, dang, I'm like this, because I swear I used to get in trouble for like laughing, and I'll be like, I don't find this funny, but I don't know what else to do. And that's all I could do. And when I read that, I was like, everything makes sense now.
Everything makes sense.
I was punished wrong.
So basically, I shouldn't get mad when a person is laughing.
Exactly, like when kids laugh, and you know, like, this is not.
That was very interesting.
Fun fact for you guys. But you didn't answer.
I wanted to say like loyalty. I really want to say somebody who's like 100% down with you.
I want to be down.
But I'm serious though, like somebody who's down with you.
I feel like this generation is so like, it's not working, throw it away.
Yeah. And I don't want to be. I don't like that. Choose me every time. Boom.
Yeah.
Next question. Have you ever had a heartbreak? And if so, what's the best way to deal with it?
Take it day by day, because I mean, in the moment it feels like it's so much. Like, how will you ever get past that? I'm just living my best life. As long as you have like supportive people around you, find a hobby or something that like excites you, or something that you could look forward to, so you can find yourself again, like after your heartbreak. Because I know like so many times in a relationship you become like so dependent on another person that you kind of like lose your identity. And so after a heartbreak, you ever look back and be like, dang, I used to do this and this and this, and are the certain things you were into, and you realize like, wow, I stopped doing that. I didn't. And not to say like that person was controlling or anything, but just like y'all became like a new something together, and y'all found new hobbies together and new things that y'all did, and your own interests kind of like go to the wayside.
Right. In like 2017, I had a horrible breakup. For the longest time, I harbored a lot of like guilt and like shame for my part in the relationship, and I didn't ever get closure from it. I didn't have a say in the breakup. Like, it was over, and I had to like, it almost felt like a person dies, like they passed away, and I had
and you
to
didn't
like
really get to do
I didn't get to say goodbye.
Yeah,
it was kind of like
sad.
Once they were done, they were out. That took me a long time to process. So what I think, honestly, I don't know. I just think with time, you just have to kind of like,
yeah,
you slowly but surely come back. It might take therapy, it might take some wine and a group of friends, going to church, like just being by yourself, you know, to really try to get back. Because for a long time, listen, I didn't know who I was. I was looking back at some of my old videos, and I had like seen a change in me. Like, I seen how I started to be this happy person from being this horribly sad. Like, I used to be like sad, and you could like, and I guess I could see it in my videos, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see a change like afterwards, and then I was like, oh, I was seeing somebody else, but you got so used to seeing it, you didn't notice. And so afterwards, like when you were like getting through it, and I was like, oh, like it's, I don't know, new chapter coming.
I was looking crazy, and I don't never want to just let myself just go like that, you know what I mean? And I did. So I just think it's important to always keep your identity, like she was saying, because you get so lost in a person in their whole entire life trying to be everything. So, time. Team dark skin or team light skin?
Team all skin.
My first grown man crush was 50 Cent.
And y'all remember he used to wear his shirt like behind his head, behind his neck, and then have like the...
Girl, I used to be obsessed with 50 Cent. When he had like came from the ceiling and in the club.
Go, 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 go.
And I was just like, Mom, I'm obsessed with him. But then he got old on me. If you're watching this and if you're dark skinned, holla at me.
No creeps, no creeps.
No creeps. Are you down with the swirl?
I am a swirl. I'm the swirl, so does it count? I'm half black and half Mexican, so I'm my own swirl. My first like boyfriend was white, so I did that. Right now I'm kind of into like black guys, yes.
That's funny. That's a change.
Yeah, it's something different, y'all. Like, I don't know, and people would always ask me that too. What do you prefer? What do you prefer? And I'm like, it don't really matter to me. Like, I'm black and Mexican. I don't know, like, why do I have to pick people always want me to pick a side, like, ever since I was young, and I'm just like, I like everything.
I remember Johnny, he was Mexican, and I liked him, and I don't even know why. It was because he had Air Force Ones.
Get the stomping in my Air Force One.
Probably. A lot of people had Air Force Ones. But
You had Air Force
I had
Ones.
Air Force Ones.
I was so jealous. Who's your celebrity crush?
Dang, there's a lot of them.
Give me 3.
Jason Momoa. Ooh, like when in Game of Thrones.
Oh my
though.
gosh, he is fine.
Okay, right.
I like Kofi. You know Kofi? Who?
What's his name? Jesse? Is it Jesse Williams? He was on Grey's Anatomy. He's fine too.
Oh, Idris Elba.
Mm-hmm.
Until he got married, now I don't like him anymore.
You know, there's this guy, he's cute, and he's on this show. It's on BET, and it's like games we play.
Games people play.
Games people play.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Light skin?
Yes, the tall one.
Yes, he's fine.
Who plays Marcus in the... Is it Marcus in this? Watching another show called Good Trouble, and he's in that show as well.
Yeah.
He's fine.
What advice would you give girls about dating during high school?
Anybody who's younger in their teens and 20s, like, I would just say, don't even worry about it. I know, like, so many times, like, you're boy crazy and just, like, you know, you want to be booed up because your friends and whoever else, they got booze. And, I mean, don't put so much pressure. We were just talking about that. Like, that time, the people you thought were cute, they ain't even cute. They weren't even cute when you thought they were cute.
I just think that boys and men are a distraction when you're when you're super young. And I just think that if you focus on yourself, they'll be following and chasing you wherever you go. It don't matter if you move across the world, they're gonna be right there following you if you are chasing the dream. Seriously.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like if I would have just focused like on myself and like focus on like getting my education and a career and all that, like I could have been doing like so many more things. I could have been like not having financial issues and just having fun and enjoying those years. You won't get that time back, and that's like a time in your life when it's really like you don't have any worries. You don't have to worry about kids, a man, a job, kinda, because like when you have a job that young, it's not like that's not your forever job. That's like you're trying to make extra money, pay for school, maybe your phone, clothes, whatever.
Yeah.
Enjoy the time and travel, friends, alone, just travel.
Get to know yourself, because I just feel like we get so lost, you know, in the drama that comes with men. And I just don't think a young girl should have to deal with all of that, because they want a successful woman and somebody who's confident in doing what they do, not somebody who always nags them and trying to figure out what they doing every day, you know. And you don't want nobody to hold you down, especially when you have so many aspirations. And life's too short.
Right.
You
Too
know,
short.
Life
It'll
is
pass.
so short.
It'll pass so quickly.
People up and leave your life, you know, and they leave you feeling lost. You don't want to do that at such a young age. You know what I mean? Especially while you don't have any kids, or if you know what I mean?
I feel like there's so much time for guys. The guys you like when you're young aren't going to be the same guys you like when you're older. I mean, and then like
and you're not the same.
Yeah, working your way up the ladder, traveling, like you're going to encounter so many different people outside of like what you first were attracted to. You'll be like up here. You'll be getting the guys that are up here like on your level, because you don't know this guy you meet in high school, or you know when you're right in college, you don't know what's going to happen with that. They might not have aspirations. They might not care about the things you care about,
or they might be selfish and want you to follow them in their direction, and then if that direction leads you into a dark place, you're going to be down there in the dark with them. So you kind of want to just go full steam ahead towards your dreams and your goals, because that's the only way they're going to happen. You know? And I'm talking to myself when I'm saying all these things, guys, because listen, guys have been a distraction for me, so learn from me. You know what I mean? Oh, I do want to ask you a question though.
Sure.
Just for the women who are like mothers and single, what's it like dating while having babies?
Ooh, it's hard because like I have my kids a lot of the time, so I'm left with like very, very little time that I could like spend. So sometimes I'm like, okay, I have this day where it's just me. What am I gonna do? Like, am I gonna go meet with the guy? Am I gonna hang out with my friend and ask questions? Because sometimes I just want to hang out with friends, and so I'm like, I don't want to worry about like, oh, I'm gonna go meet up this guy, and like, what if I don't like this guy? And I'm like, that was a wasted time. I just want to hang out with my friends. I just want alone time. I just want to be alone. So I feel like sometimes it's hard, and even if you do have someone who is like watching your kids or whatever, it's still like a balance, because you want to like give that time to like develop. You don't want to rush into anything and like have like just any old buddy around your kids. That's how I am anyways. I'm kind of like, ooh, single. I'm living my best life.
Are you trying to mingle?
Follow
Averie on Instagram at Averie Cappuccino. One word. Okay, and I'll leave her information in the description box below. Thanks for watching, and thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. Oh, see, that was awkward, right?
Yeah.